That's it.
Yeah, that is it. That is it.
Tornado.
I'm going to let you go for a bit, all right?
Tornado. No.
Go on. Okay, that's tornado.
That's it.
That is it. That is the tornado. On that thing.
There it is. You can record this shit. You got it on record.
Witness it, which is not keep filming it. We're filming it. The tornado, man. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, man. Paul.
This is awesome.
Paul, man. Paul.
Oh, no.
Get in there.
Get back.
Stay in there.
There it is. It's coming over the hill. Mom, do we need to jump in the car? Yeah, jump in the car. We need to run.
All right.
Look, jump.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, go. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Mom, get out.
Get the dog, please.
Okay, fuck it up. Jump in the car. Jump, Mom. Let's go. Go, go, go. Jump in. Go.
Come on. Get in here.
Go.
Hurry.
I'm gonna tell
Go.
you.
Get this. Get it.
Run. Ready. Roll. Go. Fuck these cars, Dad. Go. Go. Speed.
Wait.
No, you need to go backwards.
Stay there.
Backwards.
Stay right there.
Run this way.
Come on, stay right there, me. I got one kid.
Shit, back up.
Hey, Tommy.
Back up.
Go. Wait.
Back up.
Oh, get going. Come. Take it this way.
Back up. Shit. There it is. Tornado. It disappeared. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo! Look, tornado way over there. It hit that lake. It hit our lake over there. Man, that was scary as fuck.
En hy kom vir ons afgevlieg. Hier is maar net ons. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Ek is naar. Ek hoop ons maak dit by hierdie ding lyk. Asof hy iets gaan gooi in ons karring vas.
Liefling, relax. Jy voel nog nie as die wind jou buffet nie. Ons is ver genoeg dat sy wind ons nie eens affekteer nie.
Ek is so overwhelmed.
Ek kan so is ja. Kom maar gelê, ek kom weer. Ja, so daar is nou oor die pad.
Oh. Al die debris wat hy het.
Ek sien, hy gooi baie.
Oh shit.
Hy gaan deur hy ou se skuur.
Oh my soul. Kyk hy wind.
Ja,
Het jy daai sparks gesien daar?
terugdrade.
Dis weg.
Ek het dit gesien.
Okay. Ek dink hy is net by dit kom.
Ek is besig om te ry.
Okay. die beeld se wat se naam gee vir jou video.
Mangled this building. It collapsed on this car. Luckily, no one was inside. But after surveying this damage, it's really amazing that only one person died.
It is swirling. Look at the top of it. Well, turn around. No! Turn around!
As the sun set, the thunderheads grew and tornadoes began dropping from the sky across Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri.
Oh! Damn, it's coming at us!
James and Michelle Laidler were caught on open highway and sped to evade the approaching tornado. Michelle videotaped their escape with her cell phone.
It's coming right at us, Jim. Please don't wreck us. Please.
That tornado did this. Ripped a swath through the center of tiny Quapaw, killing one person and sending 5 more to the hospital.
It starts raining so hard that I couldn't see to drive, so I pulled over to stop. Well, I did stop, and after I'd been stopped about 30 seconds, then a gust of wind hit me, and that was the results of it.
Rescue workers searched through the night for more victims, but found none. Even the fire station was damaged. The chief grateful his men survived.
They're like family to me, the guys that I serve, serve with. So you never know. It's kind of an eerie feeling.
When the same twister crossed into Kansas, it was estimated to be 3 blocks wide, destroying and damaging about 100 homes and businesses, injuring 25. We've seen a lot worse in this area in Quapaw, Oklahoma. They're already picking up the pieces, George.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And now you've got the other big story of the morning.
Yeah, I do, George. Absolute outing.
Residents are picking through the rubble of their homes near Tulsa, Oklahoma today. A tornado tore through Broken Arrow Thursday, destroying a number of houses and ripping the roofs off of businesses. Power lines are down, but no serious injuries are reported. A storm chaser caught the massive funnel cloud on camera as it rolled into town.
Get underground!
It took many residents by surprise.
I got out of the gym and looked up in the sky and went, oh no, because I could see rotation. Immediately got on the phone and called my wife.
Forecasters say more severe weather is likely to hit the heartland today.
The biggest threat is where you see the red shading, and that once again is over Oklahoma City, Tulsa, all the way up to Joplin. And by the way, there's going to be significant flooding today in the Mississippi Valley.
In Iowa City, floodwaters have already forced at least 18 families from their homes. The Iowa River is still rising, and residents are bracing for a wet weekend. Susan McGinnis, CBS News, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
A relatively mild spring tornado season until now. A violent, deadly outbreak of storms across several states being blamed for at least 17 deaths. That death toll has now gone up, 17 deaths, and leaving a trail of destruction across the nation's midsection.
At least 16 deaths are being reported from a tornado that struck central Arkansas.
Right.
Arkansas, the hardest hit area. Damage is said to be severe in the towns of Mayflower and Valonia. That's just outside Little Rock. The mayor of Valonia spoke to CNN about what it looks like on the ground there.
There were people everywhere bandaged and bloody, setting people trying to help them. They set up a triage center just across from City Hall at the old bread store. We're just trying to do a search and rescue and see how many people we do have injured, and try to help those first, and wait till the sun comes up in the morning and just see how bad the damage is.
Also, a tornado touching down in northeast Oklahoma blamed for at least one death in the small town of Quapaw that is near the border of Kansas and Missouri. Police say about half the town suffered extensive damage. Emergency officials are conducting search and rescue operations at this moment.
A tragic end to a tornado disaster in North Carolina. 11-month-old Gavin Soto has died for injuries that he suffered on Friday. A tornado there ripped the roof off the family's house. It came crashing down inside. Multiple tornadoes destroyed hundreds of homes in North Carolina.
People in parts of Kansas also cleaning up this morning from tornado damage. You could see funnel clouds. Look at that, hanging over the town of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Officials report significant damage there as well. Dozens of homes and businesses also destroyed.
Just a few minutes ago, President Obama, speaking from the Philippines, which is the final stop on his Asia trip, he reassured the victims of the violent and deadly storms that they're not alone. At a news conference earlier this hour, the president said, quote, "Your country will be there to help you recover and rebuild."
Volcanic eruptions are one of the most powerful forces on Earth. From spectacular lava fountains to deadly explosions, they can bury entire cities under superheated clouds of ash and gas, or turn quiet rivers into seething torrents of mud and debris. Scientists are struggling to understand these unpredictable time bombs.
We were taken by surprise by what turned out to be an unprecedented event.
We'll circle the globe, profiling some of the most significant eruptions of our time, each more devastating than the last, each leading to a potential ultimate eruption that could change the world as we know it. Volcanic eruptions are dramatic reminders that our world is a living planet. Their destructive force is 4 billion years old, a force that commands respect. Volcanoes combine the beauty and the beast, the power to create and to destroy. From the very beginning, they've served a vital function, releasing heat, gas, and minerals from deep beneath the Earth's crust. These byproducts proved vital to human life, creating the Earth's atmosphere. If volcanoes did not exist, neither would we.
To me, they're one of the most beautiful things you can ever witness. But to the people who live under them, they're the most terrifying and destructive thing you can ever witness.
Cameraman Jeff Mackley's mission to film the world's volcanoes comes with risks. On one mountain, he avoided death by moments when a lethal mixture of hot gas and ash just missed him.
There was a loud roar like a freight train, and a pyroclastic flow came down the valley that we'd just been in. So, yeah, another 5 minutes either way, it would have been curtains for us.
Mackley risks his life to record volcano's beauty. Others risk theirs to record their power.
Many of us have experiences that could either have gone one way or the other depending upon just something small that happened.
In the past 60 years, volcanic eruptions have killed at least 27 scientists. Even so, their quest for knowledge continues. On average, between 50 and 60 volcanoes erupt every year. About 20 are erupting at any given moment. All are vents in the Earth's surface. Most take place within the Ring of Fire, an area around the Pacific Basin where tectonic plates collide, allowing molten rock or magma to be released. Thick magma loaded with gas triggers explosive eruptions. Thinner magma with less gas is less volatile. To compare and categorize eruptions, scientists have developed the Volcanic Explosivity Index, or VEI scale. Each notch up the scale means a higher ash cloud, more ejected material, and greater explosive energy. The events profiled here begin with a non-explosive eruption and peak with a planet-altering super eruption, one that experts say will eventually happen. Hawaii is a tropical paradise. But under the brilliant sand and lush forests simmers a cauldron of tremendous heat and violence. This is the site of one of the most spectacular volcanic creations on the planet. All of the Hawaiian Islands are volcanoes, built over 70 million years by a powerful geological formation called, appropriately, a hotspot.
A hotspot is a narrow zone which has an excess amount of heat in it. And the heat rises, and relatively near the Earth's surface, this heat melts the rocks, and then that melted rock erupts as lava.
February 1983. Kilauea, on the big island of Hawaii, sends lava fountains 80 meters into the air. Because the magma is thin and doesn't contain much gas, the eruption is not explosive, but it's still dangerous. For 7 years, the eruption continues. The lava inches forward, slow enough to outrun, but totally unstoppable. In February 1990, it reaches the fishing